Trying to get YouTube stream control room acclimated to my setup so I don't have to crane my neck to look at chat. I'm trying to not have my microphone in the way as well. Derp, what's up, people? Good day to you. I turned on MCC's menu music specifically for you, so we can have that nice Halo 2 music in the background while we're getting things started up. Ooh. Also, shoutouts to my gay boys down here. I will never stop plugging my animation, no matter how cringy it is. No matter how cringy it is, I want you to go watch my gay Pokemon anime after this is done. But for now, we're focusing on Halo modding. Alright, what's up, everybody? Thank you again to the person who did the $20 super chat before I even started. That's incredible. I love you. Yeah, I always scare the shit out of people whenever I start streaming. Is there really a good way around that? Is there really, like, a good way around scaring the shit out of people, like when you're transitioning from the starting screen to like the actual stream? I don't know. I'm not sure, because people aren't gonna have a good feel for the volume, what the volume, their volume should be until they hear my voice. All right, let's just chat for a little bit before we really get into things. This is gonna be the first phase of playtesting. I plan to do a full game stream if it doesn't go on too long and I don't get too tired. And just to test the basic fundamental balancing rework of everything. And it may not seem obvious throughout the stream, but this is not the Halo 2 you know. Like, behind the scenes, like game balancing wise in every sense, this game has been completely transformed. Its balancing framework is completely different now, and I guess you'll see as we go along. It's kind of hard to explain, but we will play on legendaries, so it'll be easy to see then. From how much damage I'm taking, how much damage weapons are doing, how much damage the AI is doing to me, stuff like that. Anyway, let's just chat for a second before we get started. Answer some questions. Are you going to have altered models in H2R? That's a very broad question. Here and there, yes. The flamethrower making a comeback? I think if I do, I'm gonna make it like an Easter egg skull weapon. Halo 2 Sandbox doesn't really need the flamethrower, like CE's did, to shake things up. So I think stuff like that is best delegated to skull Easter egg weapons, like I did with H3R. The real cringe is the friends we made along the way. Why are we talking about Pokemon Sword and Shield? Bring back National Dex. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the polished up Disintegrator Hunter Hunt made lately? He's a person restoring a lot of cut Halo 2 stuff. That looks really cool. That would be pretty cool to put as a, if not a sandbox integrated weapon, then a skull Easter egg weapon for sure. Let me just get off this pause screen so you guys have something interesting to look at. Also, there's a Phantom up there. I should probably get rid of that. AI erase Phantom. There we go. It's not making a ton of noise. This is tag test right now. We'll get into the actual game proper later. Alright. What do you think Blamite tastes like? You know what? I'm actually curious. It actually looks pretty delicious. It'll probably kill me, but it'll probably taste good. Oh, you know what? I was talking earlier about Halo should do a brand deal with Arby's if they bring the Arbiter back. They should have Needler flavored, Needler flavored soda. Like Blamite soda. It's like colored pink and it's like super, super carbonated. It basically super combines in your stomach. That would be cool as heck. Sparkling tea or soda. Will this rebalance include an ending Warthog run? I have not dived into that too much. That's not something I can do myself, so it really depends on what sort of advances other people make in that regard. I think Vadam is going to do the Warthog run, his interpretation of the cut Warthog run, so depending on how that turns out, I may ask to borrow that. Because the only thing I can't do with Halo modding is editing the game engine and 3D modeling and animation stuff. Sadly, I haven't unlocked that skill tree yet. Can all damage in Halo 2 be emotional damage? Well, that's just vanilla. Vanilla, like, lasso, if you want that. Have you finished your basic pass on every map? I've not even started on mission changes at all. Or, I've done some stuff, placed some stuff in some missions, but I've not actually started on any of that. I've just basically been spending the entirety of this mod's development right here in coagulation, testing everything and spawning a bunch of AI in to test all the damage. But all the changes will apply to every level, so really hope for this to be a full game run today. What if heretic grunts have shields and elites don't? That would be weird. You'd have to come up with some insane lore justification for that. What would be cool is making the heretic grunts more flammable, or more, like, explosive than the normal grunts if you shoot their backpacks. That would be cool, but that would require editing the model to give, like, if it doesn't already, to give, like, the packs on their backs, like, their own damage section, with their own damage response when shot to explode. And I don't know how overpowered that would be either, because, like, that's every grunt on those two levels. Scrolling up, trying to get to the juicy questions. Hunter on your mom. Oh, you just got modded, Texel. Got modded by a rabbit. Enjoying the pistol in older Halo 2 Rebalanced. Well, that's good, because it's pretty faithful to that. I don't playtest all in tag test. I playtested all the damage and everything. We're gonna play in MCC today because tag test breaks a lot of scripts in levels, so it's not, tag test is not reliable at all for testing script changes in levels. I hear Sapien is though, but I've yet to playtest anything in Sapien. I'll learn more about that later. Give the brutes more health. Yeah, my more health when the miner is already like one of the spongiest. The miner lowest ranking is already like one of the spongiest in the game. Will you implement a new unique red brute plasma rifle weapon that Bungie originally intended instead of the PRE's gun? You know what? Having a unique model for the brute plasma rifle would actually be preferable. If somebody would make an asset for that, then that would actually be preferable. Because I don't want to completely remove the brute plasma rifle because it's like iconic to Halo 2, but to make a unique model from it, that would be pretty cool, I guess. I'm not against that. I think isn't that something Halo 5 did? They actually made the brute plasma rifle look unique. I don't actually know. Yeah, I can show you the Magnum right now, Stun. Yerp. I really like to treat Halo 2's rendition of the Magnum as like the more standard pistol as opposed to the precise like hand cannon of Halo CE. My logic is like the black variant of the Magnum in this game and ODST are more standard handguns, and then the chrome ones in CE3 and Reach are like your big boy Desert Eagle Magnums. So I treat them as different weapons, because Bungie also treated them as different weapons. Like, this is not meant to be the same weapon as Halo CE at all. It's not meant to fill the same role. Juggernauts? Yeah, Juggernauts are basically... If I don't put in Juggernauts, people are gonna yell at me about that. So I don't have any... After I restored so much cut content for Halo CE, I'd have no choice but to put in, like, Juggernauts. It's like, everybody's expecting that. Well, of course I remember RB and the Chief. Thank you for the $2, Reiko. Classics. Aside from the homophobia, it's classic. Gay, 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 gay. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it. Think of the black variant as the Glock, and like the chrome variant as the Deagle. That's a good way to put it. Can you scope with the Halo 2 Magnum? Nope. A brute plasma rifle with blades. That would be pretty metal, to be honest. Although that might... I don't know, that could be fun. Like every brute weapon having blades. But then, oh damn, if I change the brute plasma rifle's model in this game though, then I would have to change it for H3R as well for the Berserk rifle. I would have to make the Berserk rifle reflect that same change. So it'd be making more work for myself down the line. You know what? A revolver in Halo would actually be pretty cool. I don't know how like practical or realistic it would be for 2552, but Halo's take on a revolver would be really cool to see. You know what, actually? That would actually make more sense for like a Covenant weapon, because Covenant weapons are more out there. They're not as bound by human realism, so you could make like a Covenant version of a revolver. I'm pretty sure that's what the Covenant kind of like what the Covenant shotgun in Cut from CE was, but no, that was more like the predecessor to the Mauler. The Mangler, yeah, but that's like, I don't know, the Mangler doesn't strike me as a pistol. It strikes me as like a single slug shotgun, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel that pistol. It doesn't feel like a pistol to me. It feels like a single slug shotgun. I like chat spam. I want a Halo Covenant Magnum with like a really flashy reload animation. That you don't even use the gun for its like lethality or anything. You just use it purely because the reload animation is so sexy. If you guys know like the reload animation of the broken butterfly in Resident Evil 4, that would be awesome. Just like thrusting each bullet into each chamber. All right, let me scroll up. Mrs. Stiff. I have not checked out Vadam's latest Halo 2 Uncut myself yet. I'm gonna just wait until he either live streams it or makes a video update. Been too busy to check out that stuff firsthand, but I have dipped into Uncut's assets a little bit for today. Oh, Halo Online gave the BPR a unique model. Alright, let's scroll back down. I'm trying to keep up. Jeez. Hey, Rudy of Blue. Elite Vanguard and Jackal Ultra into Halo 2 Rebalanced. Jackal Ultra, yeah, I think so. But I feel like the Elite Vanguard's like role is already filled by the Honor Guard. But if someone were to make like a custom version of the Honor Guard, a custom rank of the Honor Guard that has the like similar shield, that would be cool to implement. That could be like an Honor Guard Ultra that has that same like diamond, triple diamond shield. Because the Honor Guards having arm shields would be really fitting. Halo Reach Evolve's Brute Plasma Repeater is so sweet looking. The pike would actually be cool to add as a melee weapon, too, and make it usable for brutes. You know, I'm entirely dependent on custom assets from other people when it comes to that stuff, though. And having the pike as a brute weapon would allow you to actually have, like, the same amount of brutes in the Gravemind cutscene when you transition into gameplay without just instantly melting the player and being stupidly unfair. That's like, what, 6 brutes right at the start? 6 brute honor guards, no less. That would be really hard to make consistent with the cutscene. I'm thinking I'm gonna have the grenade launcher, charge shot, and needler sentinel weapons as Easter egg weapons rather than mainstays of the sandbox, because, like, having what would that be, like 5 weapons that all have the same model that only feature on 2 missions would be really weird. Really weird, and make those 2 feel like really 2 missions, Sacred Icon and Quarantine Zone, feel really, really bloated. It's hard to add new content to Halo 2 as well, because all the missions are so compact and linear compared to Halo CE. And Halo 2 already has such a wider sandbox as it is. Oh yeah, the Mongoose. Vadam has made custom assets for the Mongoose. We have it here in the mod tools, but it doesn't have any. We don't have any animations to get in it by default. Not that I've looked. So I'll probably implement the Mongoose, dip into Uncut for that. So that'll probably be a guarantee, to be honest. I don't know how I'll use it in the campaign, but it's here, so might as well put it back in. Yeah, like the CE sniper rifle and Savo Highway. I'm thinking about doing the same thing with the Skulls Easter egg weapons that I did in H3R, which with this game. It'd be a good way to fulfill people's desire to see certain cool novelty weapons in Halo 2 without bloating its sandbox to hell. The Gravity Hammer for Brute Honor Guardsmen. Gravity, not the Fist of Rukt, because that would make Tartarus's weapon less unique and special. It would have to be its own custom model. Because I don't want to give I don't want to overuse the Fist of Rukt outside of Tartarus. That's like his weapon. Yeah, Halo 3's Gravity Hammer model, even then, I'm not sure. Mongoose only have elite animations? Oh, really? So if I spawn in as the Arbiter, I'll be able to drive with it. Yeah, I could change Open Sapien and change the Arbiter, but opening Sapien and opening a scenario takes like 5 minutes, and it's really annoying. So, I'll take your word for it. The Flamethrower for Halo 2's flood levels. The Cut Flamethrower, I've seen people re-implement it, and it already has HUD assets in this game. It probably won't be an actual sandbox mainstay. I'll probably use it as a Skull Easter egg weapon. WTB Blood Gulch map? I don't know what that abbreviation means. Bad hardware issue. Bad face issue. How about that? What kind of name is VREXG anyway? Oh yeah, Mongoose. Oh wait, no, I should make the Cut Warthog run on High Charity and a Mongoose run instead. Oh, kick Marines off the Scorpion Treads in Halo 2? That requires the ability to get on it yourself, which, I'm not sure Halo 2 needs that. In Halo 3, actually, in Halo 3 onward, they actually do, you have the ability to kick them off the treads without being able to get it on it yourself. I don't know what they did with the gameplay engine to allow for that. Make the heretics unique from the Covenant? In some ways, yeah. In obvious ways, I prefer to make them unique from the Covenant. I have good plans for the heretics moving forward. I have some thoughts with that. Heretic, jackals, and hunters be different from their Covey counterparts. I don't want to really commit to anything right now, but I do have plans for the heretics. That'll be fun. Doop doop. Sorry, we're just sitting here, but I'm just having fun talking and chatting with you guys. It's nice to have a super active chat where I'm having trouble keeping up with things. Love your content, bro. Thanks, bro. Is Blood Gulch in this rebalance? Yeah, it's the DLC mission. Encoding overloaded. Eat my nuts. Why are you lagging, OBS? Maybe it just doesn't like tag test. It'll probably clean itself up when we actually play an MCC. Will sentinel beams be used by NPCs? What do you mean? Like the cut ones? Because they already are by the Enforcer, except for the charge shot. And elites already use the sentinel beams. You can give them to them. OBS agent. Don't make me learn new things, My brain isn't good with retaining new information, only hyperfixating on stuff that I already am familiar with. Why do you think I'm so hyperfixated on modding like 15-year-old games? Okay. Are you keeping the Brute Plasma Rifle as it is, or reworking into the Berserk Rifle? Alright, this is an interesting question, actually. Because, in my mind, the Brute Plasma Rifle in Halo 2 serves a different role than the BPR I put in Halo 3 Rebalanced. In my mind, the Brute Plasma Rifle in Halo 2 should serve as your like go-to DPS close-range damage dealing weapon in the Brute last 4 levels of Halo 2's campaign, where you don't have as much access to like human weapons like the SMG. So it serves as the health shredder in lieu of that for Halo 2. Halo 3, the context is very different because the Brutes already have the Spiker in that game. So in that mod, I made it into like a much more hyper-focused close range, like very quick shield stripper. So that's why the Brute Plasma Rifle in Halo 2, I kept it really faithful to how it was, how it's meant to function in its role of vanilla compared to the Berserk Rifle in Halo 3, and I'll probably keep it the same. Keep that dynamic the same. Like, they don't serve the same role between the two games. That's why they're different. That's something I did in the more recent versions of H2R before the modules. I actually gave the brutes in the prisoners chambers frag grenades and SMGs that they took from the Marines and are wielding as trophies. So you had access to those resources in that level, somewhat. The silenced SMG, yeah. Yeah, this is why I opened a tag test, actually, is because we're not going to see the silenced SMG in our playthrough today, because I haven't really changed the missions yet. So I wanted to show you what I did to it. What I did to it compared to how it is by default in the modules. So here's the SMG, SMG, and then the silenced SMG. It has a smaller reticle, and it actually has the same magazine size as ODST, which is 48 rounds. The SMG normally has 60 rounds. This has 48. And then I think it's 343 who ported the. I think that's 343 who put in the ODST firing sound. But yeah, I added the muzzle flash, proper muzzle flash for it, and I also gave it the ODST 2x scope. I'm not sure how I'm going to implement it. I feel like it's gonna be like a middle ground between a mainstay sandbox weapon and an Easter egg skull weapon. So, like, it's not going to be a common weapon, but it's, like, probably a exploration reward weapon that you can find. Also, Halo 2's recoil mechanic is bugged. Like, it's supposed to accelerate over time, but I don't know why, but for some reason, like, see, it's supposed to accelerate, but for some reason, like, it gets stuck at its max angle change value, and I don't know what causes that. It's happened on every version of Halo 2 I played, and I don't know what causes it. 343, please fix. So yeah, that's a suppressed SMG. It'll be really fun to use. Probably need some balancing to make it not overpowered because of how much more accurate it is. And it shares the same damage as the normal SMG, and I prefer to keep it that way, instead balancing it through other means. Actually, this sounds different from ODST, slightly. I like its sound, though. Giving suppressed SMGs to the ODSTs would be kind of interesting, actually. That would be a cool way of making it available without, like, making it like a mainstay sandbox weapon. You have to go out of your way to get it, like swap weapons with an ODST. I don't know. We'll see how I implement it. I don't want to not implement it because it's too interesting and fun not to. Assault rifle? I honestly want to implement the CE-ME5B as an Easter egg skull weapon. Probably on Cairo Station. That would be the best place for it. People have ported that to Halo 2, so. You know what would be cool, having ODSTs use drop pods like the elites in Halo 2? I would need custom animations for ODSTs in their drop pods and getting out of the drop pods, but I think that would be possible. If I can learn how the drop pods for the elites work, I can probably apply the same things to ODST drop pods. I don't know where in campaign that would make sense, though. Like, maybe Metropolis or Outskirts. Wouldn't make sense anywhere else, though. Not really on Delta Halo or Regret, because the in Amberclad is keeping her distance. How much health have you increased for the player? Player health is now in parity with Halo CE. In fact, literally everything, well, figuratively, everything, like, number and balancing-wise is numerically in parity with CE rebalance. So player health values are 75 shields, 75 health. Vanilla Halo 2, it's 70 shields, 35 health. Dual wielding animations would be cool for the ODSTs. Yeah, that is I got the similar health bar from the recent versions of H2R, all up and functional. Looking more in place now that I have more flexibility to change its width and stuff like that with the modules. But it is like a placeholder. Ideally, I want to get custom HUD assets made for the shield and health bar. You kill them for their weapons? We have a violent individual here. Well, that also means, like, the SMG here does the exact same amount of damage as the CE AR. And it's really similar performance-wise, except it has a little less minimum accuracy. And obviously it still has that recoil and much faster reload than the CE AR. But yeah, SMG in Halo 2 still fulfills the same role as the MA5B. Really similar role as the MA5B in CE Rebalanced, which is your easy-to-use DPS weapon. Except with SMG's more unique attributes. That goes for every single weapon here. Plasma pistol, same attributes. Needler, same attributes, except it doesn't have the custom melee because it doesn't hit with the needles. If I had a custom melee animation for the Needler here, I would make it do that. Shotgun, same damage as CER. Plasma rifle, same damage and projectile speed, heat generation as CER. Yeah. So yeah. The pre-existing weapons are really pretty much almost identical to CER, but the new Halo 2 weapons are retweaked versions of their vanilla counterparts. Because, you know, I want to stay faithful to the new stuff and the identity that Halo 2 has. Yeah, pretty much, VRX. Does the plasma rifle have its stun? Plasma rifle never had stun outside of multiplayer, I'm pretty sure. Any stun from the plasma rifle, I'm pretty sure, is just the standard hard ping that enemies get from damage. That would be cool, though, if it slowed enemies turning, like it did in multiplayer. Halo 3 Mythic Overhaul mod? Mythic Overhaul. That was that shown off on the VKMT showcase? I'm probably mixing that up with other stuff that got shown off there. Burst firing the SMG effective at close range than the shotgun? I mean, yeah, outside of point blank, the shotgun in Halo 2 and 3 is useless. I'm still fine-tuning the BPR, Beta Venus. It's the same damage as the plasma rifle, except a higher fire rate, just like vanilla. We'll probably find this out on the stream, but I'm torn between having it have like a slow ramp up to its fire speed and a much higher max rate of fire, or having a much having its min and max rate of fire much closer together than the plasma rifle. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want the slower ramp up but the higher max rate, or the faster ramp up but the closer min and max rate. Not sure yet. The only reason I'm torn is because the Brute Plasma Rifle in Halo 3 that they added to MCC actually feels really good to use with its really close min-max rates of fire, so probably experiment with that a little bit. What changes have you made to Elite Shielding? Are UNSC weapons viable against them? It's the same as CE. Human weapons have a 30 to 20% damage debuff versus Elite Shields, just like CE. I don't think, I mean, obviously you can use human weapons to kill an Elite Major in one magazine, but there are more efficient methods to do so. That's like one of the defining sandbox balancing pillars of Halo's combat that makes rolls important. Sentinels with Covenant weapons? That would be weird. Oh yeah, the Needler's projectile speed and tracking is pretty much in parity with Halo CER. The tracking is the same, and as close as I can get it anyway. Virtually the same as CER. We'll get a better look at that when we actually have enemies to shoot at. More dual-wielding enemies? I do like putting in more dual-wielding elites in H2R. Although having some of them wield 2 different weapons too often would kind of look weird and goofy. I'll probably save that kind of unique dual wield set for certain encounters. The CE Magnum, I would probably do the same as the MA5B. If I put it back in, I would make it an Easter egg weapon. Easter egg skull weapon. Dual wielding brutes? Yeah, that would be cool, but it would require custom animations. I do want to add more shadow encounters, actually. Alter dual wielding at all yet? Yeah, it's very similar to the most recent version of H2R. Much less damage debuff when much less damage debuff applied damage penalty when dual wielding, and more spread when firing both weapons concurrently. Still working out the fine-tuning on that. Make sure it feels right, not too powerful, not too underpowered, not too over-dominating, not pointless to use. Still working on that risk versus reward. We're gonna work that out on this stream. Oh, actually, yeah, OP. Having an elite that shows up dual wielding a plasma rifle and a brute plasma rifle, that'd be pretty sick. That's a good combo. I don't know if it's a very practical balance sandbox wise, like the rolls, but it looks cool. Blue and red, baby. Spec Ops grunts energy swords. Imagine. Give them like little shanks. Shielded brutes? I made the honor guards have shields, actually. We'll see that later. How the shadow will be utilized? It all depends on your gunner. And if it's a passenger variant, like the maximum of 8 passengers you can have. I've yet to test a drivable shadow, because I haven't. That's a part of the mission redesigning, which I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, I will look into that. Shadow has a lot of potential to be expanded on in this game. Try to install rebalance mods and they never apply. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. Hold on, I'll get back to you in a second. Thank you for the super chat. Let me scroll up. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Arbiter. Planning on adding the AR into the mod. I would like to, as a skull Easter egg weapon, probably on Cairo Station. Honor Guard Zealot. To take the place of the Honor Guard Counselor. I think the Honor Guard Counselor is like his own thing in general. He's like that guy's like an accidental main character. He's kind of like not a bug, a feature kind of deal. He is. Spec Ops hot pink. Make yourself hot pink. Oh yeah, I will make Spec Ops elites have proper jet black armor, like I did in previous versions. Elite Rangers that literally only showed up in one mission. No, they don't. Elite Rangers show up in Cairo Station, Cairo Station, Regret, and Gravemind. On Regret, the Rangers show up on the last gondola, during the last gondola, and quite a few places on Gravemind. Did you add Jackals and Hunters to the Heretic faction? Not yet, I haven't gotten to mission changes, but that is something I'm looking forward to doing. Hi, Mythic Halo. Hi, Goat Leg. Nicole 458. That would be really random to implement. That's like that would probably be really, really low on the priority list, to be honest. That's like a really out there extra Easter egg thing. The Heretic Elites being shieldless while the Heretic Grunts have shields, like, that's an interesting shakeup, but it, like, makes 0 sense from a lore perspective, like, even for my standards. I'm not super beholden to lore, but even that would be really confusing. Oh, how did I alter the beam rifle and the sniper rifle? It's the same thing I did in H3R. If you watched my video on that, I differentiated these weapons by splitting how their damage reacts to enemies. So a good way to put it is, you know, it's the same philosophy of bullet plasma, bullet health, plasma shields. A good way to put it is the beam rifle. Beam rifle can, to the head, one-shots to the head on legendary, one-shots elite minors, 2 shots majors, 2 shots ultras. The sniper rifle, on the other hand, 2 shots minors, 2 shots majors, and 3 shots ultras, but it also one-shots grunt minors, majors, jackal minors, and one-shots unshielded elites, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, a little bit of a subtle difference, but it's enough to where you can play around it. Like, you play with intention. You go for insta-kills on elite minors and 2 shots on ultras with the beam rifle, and then you more target the flesh and go to supplement anti-vehicle firepower with the sniper rifle, because it chips the rider health more than the beam rifle does. It's the same as H3R, and I think it works well. It's a subtle enough difference. It's not like huge like difference between them, but it's enough to where you can like actually like strategize around it while keeping the weapons like faithful to how they function in vanilla. My throat's already starting to hurt. I need to stream more, damn it. Sarge and Tucker. That would be. Which campaign do you think is the most underrated? Underrated Halo campaign. That's hard to answer because like every Halo campaign has... I don't know, to be honest. So there's a lot of different perspectives on what each Halo game does right and its strengths and their weaknesses. I wouldn't know, to be honest. I can only tell you my favorite and least favorites. My favorites being CE and 3, my least favorite. My least favorite is like swapping out constantly between Reach and 2, to be honest. Reach and 2 are competing for my least favorite Bungie Halo campaign. That's I'm not even talking about 343's campaign, that's like another tier in and of itself. Halo 2 can get really, really stinky if you play on Legendary. Really stinky. Including Zealots outside of Legendary difficulty and making them more of a credible threat. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you on that. Charge shot beam rifle? That would be cool. But, beam rifle is already, like, defined in and of itself at this point, so, If fitness established the Halo and Ninja... What? That's a super random question. Never played Ninja Gaiden. Would you give Jackal Snipers their targeting headgear from Halo 3? I really don't want to, because I'm not a big, like, lore beholden person, and even I think that looks really... That's, like, really... It's not, like... It's not so much immersion breaking, as I feel like it's character breaking. Like, it's out of character for the jackals in their marksman role. I feel if you handed a giant headlamp to a jackal sniper, he'd go like, "What the fuck is this? This shit's gonna get me killed. Get out of here with that shit." I feel like it just makes the jackals look stupider, in my opinion. It is necessary in a Halo game, Legendary, where they one-shot you. It's totally justified in that sense. In Halo 2 and 3, where they one-shot you. But in H2R, in this case, jackal snipers 3-shot you, and they already have long beam contrails from both the beam rifle and carbine to be able to tell where they are. So it is really not necessary here. So I feel like the headlamp would be both excessive and like character degrading, I guess would be the right word. Yeah. It's not that I don't like Halo 2's campaign. It's just that it's my least... It competes with Reach for my least liked of the Bungie campaigns. I still like it a lot, because it's really good. The Halo campaigns are, in general, rule of thumb, really good. It's just the least good, the least amazing of all the campaigns with Reach. Changes to the Marines. Something I've noticed actually in this early point of playtesting is that the Marines are really fucking stupid in Halo 2. Like, the only reason they survive, they seem competent in Halo 2, is because they have really cracked firing patterns, cracked and accurate firing patterns, and they have quite a bit of health. But outside of that, they are dumb as fucking rocks. They have no reservations about repeatedly walking into plasma grenades in plain sight, and they will just sit there on their ass, taking loads of fire from all directions without any thought of taking cover. So that is something I definitely have to address. They're dumb as fuck in this game. when they don't have that cracked firing patterns and health. So I got some work ahead of me to do with the Marines. Expect to see some Marine deaths here with the new balancing framework, because when they don't have that really high health and firing patterns to hold them up, they are pretty stupid. Pretty disappointing. Although I haven't tested the ODSTs in combat yet, so I gave them their own firing patterns, so we'll see how they do. Changes to ODSTs. Oh, good timing, yeah. Thanks to the mod tools, I was able to give them their own attributes. They have better firing patterns than the Marines, more health, a higher hard ping threshold. Outside of that, I haven't gone into designing them too much. I just did the basic stuff before I get into them. After this playtest round, I am going to get into reworking all of the AI one by one. That'll be the next sort of phase. Thoughts on Infinite's campaign? It's fun, but gets stale really fast, and the story is garbo. It's a giant nothing burger. Hey, random user. I'll probably have fun looking at ways I can rework the sort of atmosphere of the Earth missions prototype. We should probably get started soon. Wildlife in Halo 2. Halo 2 already has quite a bit of wildlife. It has fish, seagulls, quad wings. It has even seagulls on High Charity. Imagine that. It has cockroaches on Gravemind. Outside of that, there's really nowhere to put wildlife in Halo 2. Like, there's literally nowhere you could put the Blind Wolves or the Thorn Beasts in Halo 2. Like, the closest is Delta Halo, and even then, there's like, that mission is so compact with enemy encounters, there's nowhere to put them. Like, don't even try putting, like, big wildlife creatures on a stage like Uprising, because that level is just like a mountainous hallway. Halo 3 rat in Halo 2? Oh shit, how could I forget? I'm gonna put rats on Cairo Station, and then it's gonna be like, whatever, cool, there are rats. But then when you think about it, it's gonna be like, wait, why are there rats in space? And then I will refuse to answer that question, and it's just gonna bug everybody forever. Yes. Earth animals in Halo 3 is out of the question. Halo 3's maps are more open than Halo 2's, so it's not entirely off the table for Halo 3, I think. It would be a tight fit, though. The rat got onto Cairo Station. That's how the bubonic plague 2.0 started. Delta Halo gopher. There's a gopher? Oh, imagine if I put gophers on trees. That would be cool. And Halo 3 on the Ark, well, they already said it'd be a really, really tight fit to put wildlife on those 2 missions. So don't count on it, I'd say. A space rhino? Yeah, Halo needs a space rhino. Saw them in the Infinite reveal trailer, and disappointed we never got it. Alright, we're gonna start soon. Let me answer a couple more curiosities before my throat gets too ravaged to go any longer, and we haven't even started. Changes planned for the Juggernaut. I'm actually not familiar with the Juggernaut outside of what Vadam has shown for Halo 2 Uncut. I've not dived into that myself, and I'm not really started thinking about the nuances of the Juggernaut. So that's on my to-do list, to learn about that and brainstorm for that. We are in the beginning stages of Halo 2 Rebalanced, so excuse me if I don't have everything thought out in detail quite yet. We're still in like the very basic fundamental weapon balancing, AI balancing framework. We're in number bitch territory, basically. This entire time has been me playing with numbers and calibrating numbers. And we're going to see the fruits of that on this stream. How will the beam rifle be balanced? It does more shield damage than the sniper rifle, basically. But the sniper rifle does more flesh damage, and it also chips vehicle rider health more. I actually really like it. I know I'm sucking my own dick here, and I talked about this earlier, but I like it. I like how I've balanced these 2 weapons, because they're subtle differences, but like very distinct differences you can plan around. As each shot matters with the sniper rifle, so that little bit, like each weapon doing a shot extra, having to do a shot less, 1 shot less, depending on the enemy type, is something cool you can plan around. I'll explain that more once we get into Outskirts, because it'll be easier to show you there. Thank you, random user. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed CE Rebalanced. Make a version for Project Cartographer. I am sorry, but I am done managing multiple versions beyond the light version for my Rebalance mods. I have PTSD from constantly having to remake the same changes over and over and manage multiple versions, so it's MCC from here on out. These are the definitive way to play these games, because also Project Cartographer's graphics for Halo 2 are not fixed as much as the MCC version of Halo 2. MCC Halo 2 is way more faithful to the original Xbox version than Project Cartographer, and way less broken. Campaign-wise, anyway. Can't speak to, like, multiplayer netcode stuff. I am so glad, like, everybody really enjoyed CE Rebalanced. That warms my heart so much and gives me so much motivation to go into this. And gives me a good idea of what to focus on for this mod, because I know what you guys like from the last. Yeah, we're in for a lot of fun. A lot of good journey. I'm gonna probably do a lot more streams of Halo 2 Rebalanced development. I'm not sure I'll do all of them on Twitch. Probably big playtesting passes like this I will do on YouTube, but for smaller stuff of just general working on stuff, I'll probably do that on Twitch, because I'm wary about spamming YouTube feeds with live streams, because they're all at the top of the subscription feeds. So, yeah. I gotta maintain my subscriber count. Would it suit giving Jackal snipers laser sights? I mean, the contrails of their weapons already are laser sights, in a way, aren't they? That would be kind of redundant. In particular, it bears mentioning that I did retweak the Jackal snipers. We'll get into the Jackal snipers. I know that's a big concern. They are 3-hit kills now with the new balancing framework of this mod, just like past versions in H3 are. But I also did retweak the Jackal snipers' firing patterns to where it's very, very, very likely their first shot will always miss. So you'll always have time to react. They also have a longer first burst delay time. I think I also increased the length between their shots, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that'll obviously be things we test on this stream, though. God, I'm just having so much fun just talking to you guys, even if we're just sitting here. Oh yeah, I did use Halo 2 Reclaimed. I patched my Rebalanced maps with Halo 2 Reclaimed. I collaborated with them for that. Got their permission to patch my maps with Halo 2 Reclaimed. But the fixes on MCC are more numerous than Halo 2 Reclaimed, to my knowledge. Multiplayer Spartans Elites as a second, third, fourth player in co-op campaign. That would require separate versions of H2R, and I already want to keep like the multiple versions of the mod to an absolute minimum. But after release, if someone wanted to like, I don't know, make a take H2R and just make their own, make a custom Spartan, or even like other people have already done this. They've made they have like a custom, if you want to make a custom Spartan / Elite version of H2R after it's released, or a third person version where you play in third person, I don't mind that, as long as you know, of course, credit and link to the original mod. I don't mind offshoots like that. It's just not something I want to get buried in myself, because I don't like having like my downloads page spammed with multiple versions where like the download count is all split between them. Halo modding is like not very accessible as it is, so I want to keep things like as accessible as possible. That's why I went so hard on Vortex as the installation method, because it makes things easier for people, as long as it works. Oh yeah, the classic music on Halo 2 MCC is quiet. It definitely used to be. I don't know if it's too quiet still. We'll see. Test preview of rebalanced weapons. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that on this stream. We're gonna do a full game playthrough. We'll see everything. Mods for Halo Infinite. We don't even... I have not looked into Halo Infinite mods at all. I don't know what the capabilities there are. Halo Reborn, that was in the VKMT showcase. I forget which one exactly it was. Because there were like 3 different mods there that were recreating Halo CE and Halo 3. So I'm having trouble keeping track of them all. Cut Covenant units. My brain broke, sorry. Cut Covenant units. What are there? What Cut Covenant stuff is there in Halo 2? My mind just went completely blank at that question. Jiggle physics for Femmarines? Hell no. Jiggle physics for Arbiter? Hell yes. Just give me the assets, I'll put it in. Alright, let's get started pretty soon. Let me just show you guys, the the one last thing that we're not going to see in our playthrough here, which is the cut jackal shield. You probably saw it on Vadam's Halo 2 Uncut streams. It's a purely dual wieldable weapon. It has to be in your secondary slot. But yeah, it blocks some damage from the front. I have not implemented this into any of the missions, so I'm showing it here now. But yeah, I really want to put this in select missions. I made it purple specifically to like make it look like it's a Jackal Ultra Shield to reason why it's stronger than like a minor or major shield. But yeah, it's a purely dual wieldable weapon, which is really cool in concept actually. I did a lot of retweaking of it, polishing of it to make it look good. It still needs custom HUD assets. It needs a custom pickup message, and it needs a custom background HUD icon there. That stuff I'll get into later. But yeah, I did a lot of polishing for it. Made it actually react appropriately and recharge appropriately. There's no way to have the hilt still there because the shield and the hilt are one and the same here, so that would need like a remodel and re-import to fix, but yeah. And there's a red screen effect for when you're taking damage, so you can see how close it is to breaking. If it breaks, if it gets drained while you're holding it, then it simply drops. You simply drop it, and then it recharges a second later. Obviously, I'll fine-tune it further. Stuff like its recharge speed and shield strength once I actually get to implementing it. Yeah, this is really cool. This is really fun to mess around with, and I can't wait to actually implement it into the missions. That'll be really fun. Usable gravity hammer in Halo 2? Usable gravity hammer really depends on if there is someone who wants to import the Halo 3 gravity hammer stuff into Halo 2, because I don't want to reuse the Fist of Rucht. And even then, I'm not sure if the Halo 3 gravity hammer would fit into Halo 2, because like Halo 2 still has the primitive brute like army gear. Like they don't have the ornate armor of Halo 3 yet. So I feel like the gravity hammer by the same vein might be out of place in Halo 2 because it's not alongside that more advanced gear we see in Halo 3, if you know what I mean. Maybe if someone made like a smaller, like more primitive, or smaller, like more standard version of the Fist of Rucht, that could be an interesting idea. Like a beta Fist of Rucht, beta male Fist of Rucht, instead of just straight up porting the Halo 3 gravity hammer. That could be cool. I'm procrastinating actually getting into our playthrough here because I'm just having too much fun talking to you guys. Is there anything else here that we're not gonna see? Oh yeah, well I guess I want to put this in more places, but here's the taller human turret. Yeah, we still have the standard. God damn it, Tag does stop lagging. We still have the standard turret here, pretty much the same as vanilla Halo 2. But then here, I wanted to make this behave way more like the E3 2003 Halo 2 turret, which looked a lot more fun to use. And yeah, I can't wait to implement this. Really high rate of fire. Does the same damage as this turret, but as you can see, its spread is way wider when you go maximum rate of fire. So I want to kind of have this weapon be about like burst firing like this. And I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I want to replace the first turret that you get on Outskirts with this, so we can get those same vibes of the turret vibes from the E3 2003 demo. I want to use this on Outskirts. I think it'll be really fun. Yeah, everything else here we'll see later, once we get into the actual game. Oh yeah, one more thing about the Jackal Shield. I really want to find a way to make this usable at the same time with the Energy Sword. Because, go full-on Link of Hyrule mode, having a sword and shield out. You can make the sword dual-wieldable, and its animations are functional when dual-wielded, but you cannot melee at all when dual-wielding. It's a game engine function in Halo 2 that dual-wielding drops your weapon Dual meleeing while dual wielding drops your weapon, so it's not possible to melee while dual wielding, even with the sword. But you can re-enable dual wielding with the sword and then pick up the Jackal Shield, and it actually looks really cool, but you can't actually melee while holding it. Meleeing results in dropping with the Jackal Shield, which is really disappointing because that would be so cool. Like, can you imagine going on Gravemind, having an energy sword and a Jackal Shield, and rushing down brutes with it? That would be so fun. God. The woes of being a Halo modder. Can you try hiding the health bar behind the shield bar? Yeah, I probably could, but that would probably affect, like, readability issues. I'm not sure how good that would look. Sorry, slurping up my coffee. I actually need to go get some water before we start, so I can keep my throat moist before we get into things. What changes have you made currently? We'll get into that. This is going to be a full game stream playthrough. Also, we have, might as well mention this now, but we have fully functional active camo and overshield for campaign. Active camo currently lasts just as long as CE. I might change that depending on Halo 2's needs. Might change it to like 30 or 35 seconds if it ends up being too much for Halo 2, but we'll see. But yeah, overshield and active camo work perfectly, just like in Halo CE. Active camo works a little bit differently from Halo CE. You have to be fully revealed first before the enemies will start firing back at you. Which is why I'm kind of wary on having it last so long, because it might end up being overpowered, but we will see. And then we also have health packs, which also work perfectly, except for one little caveat. Halo 2's game engine forces 100% health refill on every single checkpoint. And I can't fix that on my own. One of the MCC devs, I brought it up to them. One of them brought it up to them, and they floated the idea of adding a flag to the scenario that disables that checkpoint health refill altogether, and that's something I'm really, really hoping for, because health packs are really game-changing when it comes to Halo 2. It allows you to have a larger health buffer while still having that longer-term challenge. We're going to see health packs on a couple levels in Halo 2, and power-ups on the first few levels, but I haven't put them on all of them. I only put them on a few to test things out. But yeah. The health pack saga will continue as hopefully Cornman heeds my request and puts in a flag to disable auto checkpoint health refill. Because health packs in Halo 2 has really, really fun potential. Oh yeah, that is a good point. That ammo packs are lower res in Halo 2 than they are in CE, aren't they? Not sure what the reason for that is. Major differences between Chief and Arby? No. They're identical in every way. I don't think it's a good idea to give them different attributes unless you can telegraph it in a really obvious way, like with the Arbiter's active camo. That's a good difference between them. But otherwise, like shield strength or movement speed is just going to like make the game feel inconsistent because it's not obvious at all. So yeah, if it's not super obvious like the camo, then I am generally against giving them different attributes. How will Arbiter heal? I want to get custom assets made for a Covenant health pack. Even if I have to bend the lore a bit to do so. I want to make a Covenant version of the health pack for Covenant only levels. But that's off in the future. That's all theory and politics. Oh yeah, food nipples. That would be the perfect health pack for the Covenant. Okay. I don't know if we'll see it on the stream, but let's try the shadow. I don't know if we'll see it in our levels, but drive it around a little bit just so we can show it off. You have to actually hold the boost button to go fast, otherwise it's slow. And I rebalanced its turret a little bit. Arby saw itself back. Different reload speeds? I feel like weapons shouldn't be something that feels different between the two of them. Like, the weapon sandbox should all feel the same regardless of what character you're using. Alright. Let me go and get some water, and then we'll get started with our full game playthrough. Hop on over into MCC here. I have assembly here to make poke any changes while we're doing this, doing all this. And so yeah, I have assembly ready to go. Poke any changes we need to, because I don't. Recompiling maps on stream is not an option because it takes so long. All right, so I will be right back. Right back. I need my fluids. Alright, water obtained. Why do you use assembly, not gorilla? Because gorilla can't live poke changes into MCC. And you can't use tag test for full mission playtesting because tag test scripts, mission scripts are broken in tag test. So, playtesting on MCC. Also on MCC I can actually rebind my keys unlike tag test, which crashes when I try to do so. Thorn Beast Ball Meat. Health pack. Now at Arby's for $5.99. MCC for Xbox. I've seen it said by the MCC devs that their main priority right now is getting it all functional for PC first, and then Xbox is like Xbox mods are lower priority compared to that. So it's not off the table. Xbox mods for MCC, but they need to get things functional on PC first before they can even start to think about Xbox mods. What do you do after stream? What do you do with the poke changes? On this stream, if I like a poke change and I want to actually confirm it, then I will. I do have Gorilla here, so I will actually put that into my tag set. Any changes I make that I confirm and settle on. Thank you for the $5. Hi, Zen. Reaches model for the Gravity Hammer? Maybe. I prefer, if I'd put the Gravity Hammer in Halo 2, I prefer it take after the Fist of Rucht without actually being the Fist of Rucht. So, like, it'd have to be a unique design, I think. Otherwise, it would risk looking out of place in Halo 2. Looking out of place for the Halo 2 brutes in particular, which are not armed and geared up the same way as Halo 3. Installed the mods on the Windows version of MCC. If you can't use Vortex, then manual installation of the methods should work the same way. You just need to find the directory, the game directory for the Windows Store version, and then follow the same steps. Alright, ready to get started? One thing I should note is that I actually have center crosshair forced here for my own preferences. I am debating on whether or not to release 2 separate versions of the main Halo 2 Rebalanced, centered in lower crosshair, because I really, really dislike, in particular for Halo 2, how centered crosshair makes the weapon view models look. But I don't want to force everyone to use centered crosshair, especially since Halo 2 was originally lower crosshair. So, yeah. I just really don't like how the view models look with centered crosshair as it is in MCC Halo 2. Even if you try to lower them back to where they originally were, their orientation is still really skewed. Also, MCC might have trouble. Might take forever loading this up. I've had MCC open since last night, and MCC already has trouble loading up Halo 2 maps as it is, so hopefully it doesn't shit the bed trying to load up our first map here. The problem is the custom view model placement for MCC does not fix how the view models look for Halo 2 center crosshair. Restart the game before streaming? I don't wanna. That'll take time. Halo 2 missions loading on MCC have this issue where they just sit at full for, like, forever. Oh, wait, I have anti-cheat on! Is that gonna be a problem? I don't think MCC cares about anti-cheat when you're doing campaign, unless you're, like, in co-op. Oh, I guess not.
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
You told me.
Jetpack elites wielding energy swords? That would probably result in really broken-looking animations.
So smile. What's that? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Ooh. You know what? These Covenant cheering here in this cutscene are literally animated scenery objects, and you can put them into levels, and they look really janky. I would like to implement all of the director's cut stuff into the Halo 2 cutscenes. That's something Vadam's probably already taken care of.
They will be disappointed. Are you sure?
I'm not sure if I'm going to watch all the cutscenes. Probably not.
Alert.
We'll probably get right to it. The only changes movement-wise to the player is the crouching, acceleration, and speed values are the same as Halo Reach, which feels smoother. So yeah, I did put health packs in the first few missions here to test it, test how it works. So there we'll see health packs and power-ups throughout the first 3 missions, but after that, we won't have any.
A Spartan, kick ass.
Arbiter's eyes are black because he's just using the default elite biped there.
Not a drill. I repeat.
I know you have to have anti-cheat off when you're doing campaign co-op, but it's been inconsistent when it's just single player.
How's it going, Malta?
We can't see the ammo counter. Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in
It's
back.
translucent. You just gotta squint. I'll use the BR later. Yeah, we get David Cross and Michelle Rodriguez.
Field of fire on that bulkhead. Soon as that door
Reserve
opens,
ammo for the SMG is the same as CE's AR. 600 single wield reserve. Probably need to turn the game down. That's a lot of ammo! Yeah, this is on Legendary, by the way.
Enemy down.
Alright, so like I said, almost all of the damage values are in parity with Halo CE Rebalance, so it should, in theory, the exact same shots to kill the player, to drop their shields, and to drain their health from the plasma pistol and plasma rifle and many other weapons should all be the same. So the gameplay pacing should be very, very similar to CE Rebalanced. Obviously, this stream is meant to refine the difficulty in AI firing patterns and damage if need be, so tweak things as we go along if it's too easy or too difficult. I'm still working that out because I can't replicate the firing patterns one for one with CE's gameplay engine. AR will probably... I want to do the AR as an Easter egg weapon, probably. 75 health, 75 shields, exactly.
Go on, Chief. Roll here.
The big problem with the health regenning automatically refilling to 100% with every checkpoint is that it makes the 75 health of CE excessive if you don't have to use health packs to rely on it. Like, what makes that larger buffer of health balanced is the fact that it doesn't automatically regen. This is why Halo 2 and 3, with automatically regenning health, have lower health buffer than Halo CE. So, things will because I can't disable that yet. Health packs here in these levels are going to be pretty redundant, and might feel too easy because I don't have to worry about the long-term effects of my health like I would have to if my health didn't recharge with every checkpoint. So yeah, but we'll see. By the way, I've actually decided to give pretty much every human weapon except for the sniper rifle a consistent bullet travel time, pretty similar to Halo 3. Halo 3's BR. You can actually see it. So human weapons aren't as hit scan as the original Halo 2. They have more bullet travel time. Think similar to the Halo CE pistol, for example. So this applies to all human weapons except for the sniper rifle. Yeah, the SMG, battle rifle, Magnum. They all share a consistent bullet velocity now, so need to lead a little bit more at longer ranges. Anyway, let's use the GPMG, which you can break off of turrets. Sound effects sound delayed. That might be YouTube streaming. Try refreshing or like replacing the time code seeker. Yeah, but I treat the detachable turrets the same, pretty similarly as Halo 3 does. Basically, really powerful weapons that you don't keep for a long time. You can't. I decided not to let you replenish the ammo for the GPMG because then it would be really obvious that this is just using the sniper rifle animations, and probably be too overpowered and over domineering of the sandbox if I allowed you to just keep it with you the whole time. So yeah, but it's really fun to give to Marines, for example. Was there a different variant of the Halo 2 medkit? Not that I am familiar with. And there's our first power-up. I had it over there. This is on Legendary Forest. When I get to redesigning the missions, I probably need to do something about these grunts spawning in midair. So difficulty balancing is going to be really tricky because I have to keep in mind that I want the final release to not have checkpoint health refills automatically. So it's kind of hard to gauge the difficulty when it's like not that's in a state that I can't control. Like, look at my health right now. If this were CE, that would be like pretty much yellow red health right now, which is
Find the border's point of entry, Chief.
in context of non-regenning health, that's pretty hard, but with regenning health, that's like no big deal. Although also, look at this funky health pack placement. Can I get a like for that? Ah, I should have given the GPMG to this guy. Implement the Day of the Beach cutscene in main campaign? Why would I do that? How would you even do that? That would just be like a 5-minute long cutscene in the middle of gameplay that has nothing to do with you. So if it looks or feels too easy at the moment, keep in mind the context of whether or not your health regenerates with every checkpoint literally changes everything. Like, look at the damage amount I am at right now, and then imagine if this didn't have auto refill on checkpoint. I have to go to this health backup right here. And that's the tricky thing about playtesting at this stage when I can't change that specific detail. But I still gotta test a lot of other stuff. And I added the needler model orientation here to have a better profile, more akin to Halo CE.
I don't believe it. They're retreating.
Iconic.
We won.
I might tone down the GPMG's muzzle flash. I did for the plasma cannon in first person. Just like CER, I want the needler to be a high value stripping target. So in this case, hunters, brutes, and elites. Oh yeah, and I also did, I don't know if, it's probably not for this mission. Maybe it is. Yeah, I made the flashlight permanent. It doesn't auto turn off anymore, because, yeah, it's stupid. So, feel free to have the flashlight on for as long as you want in Halo 2 campaign. Enemy health damage resistance seem a little low. It is literally identical to Halo CE. Like I said, if it seems like I'm killing the enemies too easily, keep in mind, like, whether or not my health is automatically refills reframes like the entire like perception of this game's difficulty. So it should take the exact same amount of shots to kill a grunt or an elite or a jackal from the SMG plasma rifle as in Halo CE. Like, I was very deliberate and surgical about that. I do want to make custom assets for Halo 2's HUD health bar. I will also probably tune down the plasma pistol's overcharge bolt projectile speed. Don't really feel like doing that right now because I would have to do that for literally every mission. It's not really worth wasting that time right now. Oh yeah, the plasma cannon uses Spectre firing sound now, which is consistent with later entries. Let me pop this off. Thank you to Vadam for providing this asset. Also, plasma nades, with the point blank explosion, will pretty much insta kill elites. I totally forgot where I got this other GPMG from. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing at all.
Hey, they're leaving the Athens.
Make the turrets third person? Or first person? Wait, when you're on the turrets? That would be inconsistent with all the other vehicles.
Assessment.
That explosion came from inside the Athens. Same as the Malta. The Covenant must have brought something with them. A bomb.
Then they sure as hell brought one here. Chief, find it.
Unique animations for the GPNG and plasma cannon would be preferable. I don't have to edit the weapons for all levels. I would only have to do that in assembly for playtesting purposes, but for the actual mod, like, I just have to make one change in Gorilla and that's it. But for playtesting purposes, I am using assembly. Like a pleb. GPMG and Halo 3 ODST? That would be redundant because Halo 3 ODST already has the machine gun. In my onion. I did get the grenade blast radiuses to be as close to CE as I could. The world unit radius does not scale the same way, so it's really an approximation. I want to use a Magnum, but there's not one around here. Why is the Magnum in Halo 2 campaign so rare? Damn it.
Come on now! Is that a weapon or a...
So for the battle rifle, I wanted to make it harder to use, a la CE's pistol, to feel more rewarding. So it has slightly less bullet magnetism. Went from 3 magnetism angle to 2 magnetism angle, and I also reduced the magnetism radius of every headshotable enemy's head, so you have to be more precise with your shots, but it should be, when you're on your shot, it should be perfectly consistent. So, yeah. I'm trying to figure out the sweet spot between feeling good to use and being hard but rewarding to use. I'm gonna use the Magnum though for this. Brutes using the plasma cannon would make sense. Don't know what animation they would use for that. Oh yeah, shotgun. Shotgun should be the exact same stat-wise as Halo CE. I am in red health right now. Fix the heavy turrets in ODST? What's broken about them? Nope, you can't zoom with the pistol. It's not that kind of weapon. Oh yeah, I made the grunt heavies able to use the overcharge bolt. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun hiding stuff around the map like this once I get to the actual mission changes. Also, you can't actually pick up the turrets from those grunts until they deploy them.
All non-combat personnel reporting evacuation station.
I'm feeling pretty good about the difficulty right now. It's only the first mission, but I'm feeling good about like the damage I'm taking from their firing patterns. It feels fittingly lethal. Also, there's supposed to be a health pack on top of this crate, but it fell through it. Well, let me show you where I hit another active camo. There we go. I forgot to pick up the first one I showed you. Debalanced around a deathless run? Yeah. Yeah. That is a good rule of thumb. You should be able to... It should be feasible to do a deathless run.
Almost on board with nation.
Don't worry, man. We're on it.
This is on Legendary.
Thanks, Chief. I owe you one.
It's kind of hard to think about it this way since it's Halo 2 and it doesn't have this kind of health system, but I have been put to red health, what would be red health in CE, very, very often here, so don't keep that in mind. Camo power up with the Envy Skull? I don't know. Here's some overshields. I'm definitely gonna change the overshield color to be pinkish red, like CE, instead of yellow. More enemy count with this mod? There will be in many areas. I have not gotten to the mission changes yet, though. So this is mostly vanilla scenario mission stuff.
Can you defuse it?
Yes, but I'll need the Chief's help to make contact with the detonator.
Chief, get to the bomb, double time. Cortana, prioritize targets and fire at will.
It looks too easy for Legendary? Yeah, that's the trap, isn't it? When your health still refills. Refilling health, you can't have that large health buffer like I do now when your health still refills. I want to remove that auto health regen to justify that larger health buffer. That's why it's the way it is right now. That is the plan, to find a way to do that.
Breach the fire control center. They have a bomb.
Can you defuse it?
But yeah, like I said, if it looks too easy, just keep in mind that
Chief, get to the bomb.
use the damage I'm taking, like the amount of health I get to, as a measure for how difficult it ends up being in general. Like I said, it's hard to get a feel for at this stage,
Take them out one by one.
just because of the limitations that I'm bound by at the moment.
Registering all hostile vessels inside the kill zone. 13 cruisers, 6 soldiers. I'm going loud.
Basically, just imagine if my health wasn't refilling with every checkpoint. Then you'll have a better idea for how difficult this actually is. No, the legendary damage multiplier this time around is the exact same as Halo CE. The global and balancing framework is heavily based around how CE handles it. Like, the damage multiplier here is 1.8 actually, but that doesn't really mean anything on its own without the context of so many other factors.
Registering all hostile vessels inside the kill zone. 13 cruisers.
Grunt medics would be cute.
I'm going loud.
Oh yeah, I did make the drones easier to headshot. We'll see that more on outskirts with the BR when it's easier. Yeah, do you see my health now? Ideally, you have to get a health pack to get out of red health range from that encounter. So yeah, like I did just now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shield health value be better than CE. It still recharges at the same speed as Halo 2 vanilla. In Halo CE, it takes 6 seconds. There we go, I got a headshot. It takes 6 seconds in CE before it starts recharging, and 5 seconds in Halo 2 before it starts recharging. And I kept that the same. Different ranks for drones. That would depend on being able to change their color. I'm not sure if you would be able to. Oh, look at that. My health regen because of the checkpoint before I could even get to the health pack. Stinky! Very stinky, Bungie. Me no like. We're all so used to Halo 2. Halo 2's difficulty being defined by how often you die, whereas now it's really defined by how much health damage you take on a regular basis. So, yeah, it can be hard to get used to switching that way of thinking when you're just watching it in the state that it's in at the moment. Yeah, that the overcharge velocity feels way too fast. Yeah, you see that health damage? I'm trying to get in the mindset to judge the difficulty here based on the amount of health damage I'm taking, health and shield damage I'm taking, rather than how much I'm dying, which we're very used to in Halo 2.
You may need to get creative.
Yeah, the damage difficulty modifiers in CER is the same as vanilla, because CE balances its globals and damage very differently compared to Halo 2 and 3. Yeah, see, now I'm in red health. Red health again. Put some health packs back here, though. I'm gonna be sad when we have to say goodbye to health packs in the stream past once we get done with Metropolis, because I didn't put any health packs in any, or power-ups in any of the missions after that yet. That dual-wielding needler guys are scary. Scary now. There we go. To be honest, once I actually get like the custom HUD element for the health bar with yellow and red bar and not checkpoint regenning health, the perception here is probably gonna flip to, oh my god, this is way too hard. I'm constantly in red bar. It's something I'm not gonna be able to get a good feel on until I can get that goddamn game engine function out of here.
Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave.
What percentage of the mod?
To give the Covenant back.
What percentage of the mod overall? 25 to 30%, I'd say. Who knows how long the scripting and mission rework will take me, though.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
Spec Ops Elite for co-op partner for the Arbiter would be cool.
I like crazy.
Are health packs too generously placed? I deliberately put a lot of health packs on this mission to make it clear that you're supposed to use health packs in this mod. There are not as many on Outskirts and Metropolis.
Just one question.
You have to explore more. Well, there are probably as many, but they're more spaced out. They're more... You have to explore more on the later missions. I deliberately put a lot of the health packs right in the player's path on this mission to get them in the player's head that they're supposed to use them, if you know what I mean. Later missions will have them more so reward exploration. But still plenty on the player's path, because obviously you have to give gung-ho players who aren't very observant some method of restoring their health. Yeah, Halo 2, both Halo 2 and Halo Reach, lol, dude, are the Halo games that, like, no one difficulty feels right. You know, like legendary feels too hard and enemies too spongy in reach. Heroic is like too lax, you know. Rebalanced compatible with Halo 2 Uncut? No, that's not how Halo modding works. You can only have one. Only play one at a time. It's not like modular like other games like Skyrim or Fallout, unfortunately. Halo modding is like a one or the other. Pick one. Not dropping the needler and bugging out when giving. I'm not sure actually. I'll have to look into that. I'm not even sure what caused that.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight.
989. That's literally what I did. You could see it earlier on the stream. After 10 seconds of not taking damage, your health will regen up to 25% if it's below that amount. Because I do think there is room for not being one shot away from death past your shields with the health pack system. I am in favor of having your health recharged to 25%, and that is what I did here. Mark V Chief. That would be cool actually as a co-op partner in Halo 2, the Mark V Chief. I don't even know how Revolved did Linda as the co-op partner though, so I don't even know how that works, but that would be super cool. Health packs. Eat your greens! You throw up at health packs now, but health packs are the reason, the thing that allow you to not die instantly in a Halo Legendary campaign. Without health packs, you have to have Halo 2 and 3's more immediate consequences of dying really quickly past your shields.
The message just repeats. Regret.
Regret.
Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being Haley ambassadors. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the core just blew up.
The second player using multiplayer customization require a second mod? I'm not sure what controls what the second player looks like I said, so I can't really answer that. I will add, Outskirts already has a lot of stuff, but no doubt I'll add more once I get to the mission changes.
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier and secure the Prophet of Regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land.
Halo 4 Rebalance is gonna be, probably gonna be like a party of just getting rid of the 343 art style, to be honest, with like no regrets. Like everything will be replaced with classic looking assets. Yes, 9-8. I do want to get Covenant themed health packs created.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
Even the Spartan 4s? I'm not sure, actually. Not sure what I would do, what classic looking Spartan 4s would even look like. Some of the Halo 4 Marines look good if they have a good color scheme, like the black Halo 4 Marines and the green Halo 4 Marines look good. They only look really stupid when they're in like white armor, white and orange. Oh yeah, we'll definitely put needler ammo in Halo 2. It already has a equipment pickup made. Yeah, they made the grunts thick in Halo 4 and 5. Yeah, boy! No, the Arbiter-in-Chief don't have any separate values other than the Arbiter's camo. Alright, now we're gonna get into the Jackal Snipers. This probably isn't a good example because there are 3 of them up there and there's an elite harassing me. That I'll try to show off the amount of damage they do to you now. The elite, if the Marines don't kill him.
Here they come. Up high.
Don't kill him, Johnson. All right. No, he got headshotted. Oh, well, we'll see it later.
Yeah, that's the way.
Only the light version will be H2A graphic compatible. I'm hitting the switching graphics button right now and it does nothing.
That's all right.
Because they would probably crash the game when I start adding stuff, new stuff in. Elite Ultras, when I find a way to disable checkpoint regen, are going to be really scary. As you can see, the plasma rifle has that faster initial speed like CE. So its projectile isn't as painfully slow.
Alright, here it comes. Oh man.
Yeah, see how much damage this guy's doing to me? Like I said, don't judge the difficulty here based on how much I'm dying like you would vanilla Halo 2. Judge it on how much health damage I'm taking on a regular basis. Is the health back here? Oh, god damn it! Refilled my health before I could grab it. God damn it, stop giving me epic hacks. Halo 2 keeps giving me hacks and I don't like it. I'm also testing out the BR here, and I think I think I found the sweet spot here. I'll obviously know more when it gets in other players' hands, but headshots are harder to achieve, but they're consistent, is what I'm going for. I do want health packs in H3R, assuming the health restore function for equipment still works, will be a breeze compared to this game, because Halo 3 does not have checkpoint health refill like Halo 2 does. And Halo 3 has a cut health pack model, so I will greatly look into that. Yeah, I will do the same thing, Reaper, as previous versions. Make it darker red. I've just yet to get to any of those sort of visual audio changes. No, I broke the turret. Well, I can grab the GPMG now. Let me give it to a Marine for now. Yep, I'm gonna have a field day with cut content in this. Not to the extent of Halo 2 Uncut, but we'll repurpose or re-implement cut content where it makes sense for my own purposes. Oh, here we go. We have a Jackal. He's missing his first few shots, you see? That's 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. Beautiful. Jackal snipers rebalanced! Like I said, these ultras are scary when your health doesn't regen. But just pretend it's not regenning. Just pretend it's not automatically regenning. This is pretend imagination playtime. Oh, nice. He actually dodged a grenade for once. Thank you, Commando. Much love from Mexico. Plasma rifle is exactly the same as Halo CE, except it doesn't degrade its rate of fire, yet at least. The less its battery is. I might look into that more later. I did give the Phantom turrets a little bit more of effects when the turrets are being damaged. I'll expand on visual audio stuff like that more as we go. Oh god. No! CE plasma, the plasma rifle never had a stun effect versus AI, only in multiplayer.
Eyes up, Phantom's back.
I do want to make the Phantoms destructible. I'll look into that once we get further down the process. Be kind of tricky designing that to not break some scripts that depend on the Phantom being alive, though. I like to give these weapons to the Marines right when they're about to run out of ammo.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Plasma pistol EMP vehicles? Sadly, no. That's not a function of Halo CE's engine. Or Halo 2's engine. Zealot has the same health values of Halo CE Rebalanced. They're a lot bulkier. They don't just use the majors values anymore. Is that part of the legendary count, or did you add that? Everything here, mission-wise, is vanilla so far. Also, I had quite the struggle trying to balance out how the turrets on the Phantom react to damage. It was being a real pain for no reason. It was quite annoying. But I got it working. Where'd the GPMG? Oh.
Let me know if you want it back, okay?
I don't think the Zealots here need to move faster, really. I got wrecked by them like 3 times in a row so far. I think I did. I don't quite remember, but I did like enlarge. I did make their individual lunges like more powerful. Like if you get caught in a lunge, you're dead. So you need to keep your distance.
Meet you there. Over. Copy that. Someone get a satchel on the gate.
Do you take notes when testing? Sometimes. Just dropping a beam rifle for me from the heavens. Alright, let me use the sniper rifle against these hunters. Sniper rifle isn't a 2-shot like CE because Halo 2's hunters are a lot easier to hit with the sniper. They have the same health as CE, rebalanced. But they take 3 shots from the sniper in this mod instead of CR's 2 shots. Because they're a lot easier to hit than CER. They're a lot slower, so the damage values need to be a little tuned accordingly so they don't go down too fast. Thank you for the $5 Sound Monkey. The Scarab teabagging. Alright, so here's a good opportunity to show what makes the sniper unique from a beam rifle. The sniper can one-shot Jackal Ultras, or Jackal Snipers, to their center mass, whereas the beam rifle still needs to two-shot them or headshot them. It doesn't one-shot every unshielded enemy, though. Jackal Majors here still take 2 shots. What kind of environmental detailing do you want to add? A lot, basically. Too much to list.
Understood. I'll keep an eye on him. Chief, good luck.
The decapitated grunts in CER are like a result of the custom animation tag for the grunts that I got from FD. The same animation thing that gives them the soft ping animation. I don't know what he did to make that happen, but I sort of inherited that weird quirk of his tag when he gave it to me. And I don't know what caused it. Does this guy still have the GPMG? Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
A lot of Halo 2's missions are already pretty floodified. We'll see. That's a good time to show off the headshot, easier headshot for the drones.
Even Jack the Blind Miner should have seen it. Mate, we are in more trouble than the early 70s. Guys, let's...
These Marines always just stand in this alley and get utterly floored by the drones.
Back down, mate.
Like, I really need to look into getting the Marines to actually take cover intelligently. There we go, that was a headshot. There's another headshot.
Surprise, surprise. Flag up. Push on through.
These guys are still a pain in the ass. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do for them once I get to doing the missions.
Did you hear that one? That was me.
Also, I did retune the fire rate of several weapons that got a lot faster with the higher tick rates over the ports to be in parity. At least close to parity with the original Xbox version as I could make them. Hey there, Spiral. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, in general, I increased the max ammo capacities. Closer to CE levels. Allow you to accumulate
Keep up the pace.
larger stock. I freaking hate how the Marines don't react to these guys if they're fully camoed. Even if they're being shot at by them. Nice nade, dude. Alright, here's a good place to showcase the difference in damage between for the elites between the two sniper rifles. So this, that elite was already damaged. Let me grab a beam rifle from this guy.
What did I ever do to you, sir?
Okay. Takes the same amount of shots to kill from both weapons for the majors. Let me see if I can get a minor or an ultra in here. The problem is that these elites take damage when they jump up on these boxes, so I'm not going to be able to get an accurate look at the damage for them. So here we go, the beam rifle does less damage to enemy health than the sniper does. Pretty much vanilla in that regard. Look at this. Look at this fucking guy. This is natural selection at work.
We all had sniper, right?
Cartoons.
Hey now. Oh, this is gonna get ugly.
Let me grab a health pack I put back here. Get some more ammo too. Give me something that isn't a major.
Hey, that's the way, sir. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
There's an ultra, but he took some damage. So it's gonna take 3 shots from the sniper to kill him. Or would have if he wasn't already damaged from the collision of jumping on the box. But it would take 2 shots from the beam rifle. There's also a health pack down there. Also, I really want to do something about Halo 2's like constant reuse of enemies. Enemy waves pouring in and respawning over and over. Because there's no reason this encounter should be this long. With enemies constantly respawning. Why did they take collision damage? That is a weird quirk of Halo 2. When AI take cover, they like their animations make them hit the geometry of whatever they're taking cover on too hard. And they sort of bonk themselves to death. Is the pistol usable? Well, yeah, it's usable, but it's not as stupidly inaccurate and weak as the OG Halo 2. Say that as I missed 2 shots. And miss those shots. Trust me, it's better. Trust me. Take my word for it. I think I hit a health pack here. Yeah, here it is. Oh yeah, there's an overshield over here as well.
Crash site's on the other side of this hotel, Chief. Covenant are crawling all over it. Follow me.
1, 2 here. I should offload my sniper to this guy. Doesn't have much ammo.
Stay out of sight.
Oh, I should have picked up the plasma cannon back there. Giving it to him for the Warthog section. I don't want to alter its firing sound. This is what the Magnum sounds like, regardless of what role it serves. It doesn't sound exactly like Halo CE. Yeah, Sergeant Stacker is missing the scar he has in CE and 3, weirdly. Maybe it's just a tattoo. He changed his mind about it in this game. No, no Ultra. No Morbin time. Alright, I want to give the plasma cannon to my Marine passenger here, because that's super fun. Oh my god. What the what was that grenade? What was that supposed to accomplish? GPMG or plasma cannon in the passenger seat is really good if you don't have a rocket launcher around.
Here it comes. The pedal on the right. Okay.
The highest concentration of Covenant troops is directly below the
I don't know why these guys down here don't spawn all the time. Oh yeah, I've made the Warthog have less ground friction, so you don't lose all of your speed upon making sharp turns, like in every Halo game since this.
I hope you packed a suit, mate.
Cut the chatter. We got trouble.
Come out and fight.
That was a 6 splatter. As you can see, plasma cannon really helps augment your anti-vehicle firepower. No remaster graphics for the main version, but will be there for the light version. That was nasty.
We got that turret.
I like how the game didn't give me a checkpoint. It's Halo 2 being Halo 2. These splatters are grotesque. It should work with multiple languages, RXB. really want to remove the respawning ghosts from this corner here, if you're in the past area, because that's really stupid and annoying. Like, you can really tell Bungie tried to get the most out of what would be otherwise pretty short missions by having enemies constantly respawn on you. I made the Phantom turrets more receptive to damage that isn't just the rocket launcher. Here we go. Sniper 2 shots miners. Beam rifle can insta-kill them to the head. Oh yeah, here we go. We can show off the chip damage the sniper has to vehicles. There we go. That is also something it has over the beam rifle. Alright, let's get me Marine. The rocket launcher. There's another health pack there. If only I could use it. Ow! My toe! Rude.
You might need to move the seat back. I got short legs. Give him some distance! Alright, here it comes!
Oh, we got a second Warthog randomly. Fixed checkpoints resetting your health? No, but we have some avenues to address it in the future. We just have to bear with it for this, for now. And hope that I'm able to fix that by release.
Sir, give it to him.
I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter.
Froggy View model is pretty similar to vanilla.
I don't think they expected us to be here. Not all of us. Humanity on Earth.
Yeah, I know you get a second Warthog to back you up, but I still had my first one.
Why they came here with such a small fleet.
You usually don't get a second Warthog until you get into the tunnel. Also, I disabled passengers taking indirect damage from hits to the vehicle, because it's annoying, especially if you're using the Scorpion tank.
Another kill for me.
Probably, maybe it gave it to me because I wasn't in the Warthog at the time. Oh!
Right on the grill.
Yep. Pretty much. Well, dude, works a little differently because of how Halo 2 handles vehicle health, but yeah, it should.
These guys just don't learn.
Hey, you fellas better keep up.
Oh, we got another Warthog. Okay. This game's Halo 2 is being very generous right now. As you can see, I hid some overshields there. Enjoy the power-ups now because I didn't put any yet past Metropolis. Get back in.
Hey, don't worry.
Goofy goobers. Why, I oughta.
Hey, punch it, mate.
The Warthog is already engaged. Oh no. Look what happened.
The Covenant must be trying
Increased
to
blood splatter? I don't
let
think I
them.
need to. Halo 2 is already really on par with Halo CE when it comes to blood.
Right, check yourself.
Except the elite blood isn't spray paint anymore. Well, we could jump in the shadow if I wanted to, but I don't think the Marines can actually get in the gunner seat. Let's try it. I think the gunner seat is way too high up for the Marines to be able to get into. I don't even know if they can. If they have the animations for it. How about it? No doubt this will work on co-op and be really fun to use there, but I don't know about the Marines at the moment. Nah. They're not into it. Or maybe they are? Nah. That'll be really fun to use in co-op, though. I'll make sure to put in opportunities for co-op players to use the Shadow. Even if the Marines do have animations to use the Shadow turret, I'm not sure if there's any way for them to get up there. But the passenger seat Shadow turret could seat like 8 Marines at once. Probably tricky trying to see how I would implement that though. No, it does not take 80 plus melees to kill a dead flood anymore. For fuck's sake. No! I have committed manslaughter. Oh, you got Marines in the Shadow turret? Okay. Vadam knows everything. Just ask him whatever. Ask him what the meaning of life is. Oh, you got some health packs there, by the way. All these health pack placements are subject to change, of course.
We got trouble. Ow. Get ready now.
Probably Alistar. Hunter's restoration of the flamethrower looks really cool. Not yet, little
Oh,
dude.
it's gonna get ugly.
Don't have an idea quite yet for that. Also, it no longer takes like 1 billion rockets to kill one Shadow.
Shooting it from the pocket, you beauty. Watch it, close. Ghost is down.
Half-Life rebalanced, imagine.
Ah, he's mine.
Shadow turrets no longer super deadly? They are. I've just been raffle stomping them with the rocket launcher. If you let them ramp up their rate of fire, they hurt a lot. The Flood should take the exact same amount of damage from the shotgun as CE. The values there should all be consistent. We'll see when we get there. Pokemon Rebalanced. I would love to make a Pokemon ROM hack, to be honest. That would be fun. Get rid of all that version exclusive nonsense. Make everything accessible in one package. Introduce brutes earlier on. Probably not, but we'll see.
It blew right through us. 50 cal.
Woo, now the tank. This is gonna be fun. Oh, I still have the plasma cannon. Perfect.
You want it back?
All right. Tank is movement values are a lot more similar to Halo 3 now, but it has a faster acceleration and top speed. I don't know, but I feel like this section in particular is scripted to make the Scorpion tank go faster. So it'll probably look like it's going too fast in this because it's scripted to. I will look into that when I get to that part of the process. Yeah, the Scorpion tank. Individual shots are much more powerful now, with a longer cooldown, because I think it's more fun and adds more depth to use the time your shots strategically and use the turret to make up for it, rather than just spamming your shots like in vanilla Halo 2, because the delay is so short. So there's more consideration put into when you fire each shot. It won't one-hit kill all ghosts, but it's really close if you use the turret to supplement the tank shots. Also added that custom HUD element there to let you know when you're good to fire again. Inspired by Halo Reach. Halo Reach is tank critical. Yep, it's the same 4-second cooldown as CE. Triple kill. If I had destructible phantoms, it'll be so fun to destroy them here. It'll be a lot of fun adding a lot more Covenant defenses, like infantry defenses here, and maybe a few more ghosts to really put your tank skills to the test and make it more rewarding to tear through. More resistance. Halo 2 has a lot of room to shine when it's not constrained to the limitations of the original Xbox. Able to have more AI on screen. Yes, we'll see this later, but the plasma cannons on the Wraith are fully usable by the player now.
That's quite a welcome party.
Oh, look at that concurrent twin cannon firing from the Banshee. I actually like the twin cannons firing at the same time for the Banshee. It has the same fire rate as CE Rebalanced, too. I also made the contrail for the Scorpion thicker and more obvious. Contrail for the cannon shot. Yeah, the health bar here is not perfect. She's using assets from vanilla. What was that? He went new. The health bar here, yeah, that is. Hopefully, I want to get custom assets for that, and hope that'll be a placeholder. Also, that was close. Holy shit! Look at, I'm in red health right now. You can see how much damage that Wraith did to me. Its projectiles actually travel at normal speed when you're getting close to them. Unlike in Halo 2, where they're like super like chaos control slow time mode for when enemies use them. Same for the brute shot. We'll see that later though. Honestly, I am considering putting in the secondary turret for player use for the tanks and 3 onward. Because I think that is more fun to use and has more depth to its use. But I do like the kangaroo pouch anti-infantry turret as well.
It's tight quarters on the other side, sir. Use this.
By the way, did you guys know that this is actually a ladder? Halo 2 will never look at it the same way. So I'm not sure about how deadly these guys are to each other when they're holding the rocket launcher compared to the vanilla, but I'm going to take this away just in case for right now. I really don't like having disabling friendly fire damage for the rocket launcher altogether, because that also disables any splash damage to you as the player, so you can just blast rockets point blank with no risk to you. So I really love to find a way to stop them from friendly firing each other with the rockets without just disabling friendly fire like I did in the H3R, because that makes the rocket launcher really broken. Alright, now you. So far he doesn't seem to be doing too bad. I'm gonna leave that with him, see how he does. I think I also have the flashlight infinite on this level as well. Oh, here we go. I put an active camo back here too. Ah! Oh god.
Got another hostile. Come on, let's go. Keep going.
Oh yeah, plasma pistol overcharge does health damage too. Not as much to elite health as in CER though, because the overcharge bolt in this game, I think it bleeds through to health, so I can't have it do as much damage to elite shields or elite health, because then it would just melt them instantly. Got some more back here as well. This area back here now actually has use. Having sneeze range, indeed. Well, the rocket guy didn't seem to cause too many problems. I did tweak their firing patterns so they are less at risk of doing so. And since I didn't touch the mission all that much aside from health packs and power-ups yet, we still have the hellscape of infinite respawning jackal snipers in the back here. We'll have to bear with that for the stream. Okay, here we go. Gosshog. It's way more like Halo 3 now. Faster projectile speed and longer cooldown between fires, but more powerful. Oh, Stacker got oofed. He got offed. Alright, who wants in? Come on, before all you bite the dust. Just ignore the jackal snipers. They're not there. They can't hurt you. Come on. Or we could just sit here for like 5 minutes and kill jackal snipers. How does it sound to you guys? Are we done? What is that guy doing over there?
Well, at least know one thing. Better you than me.
Better you than me. Nice.
All set? Let's go.
Can I not? Can I not? Marine coming to save the day in a ghost of his own. The drones in Halo 2 already sometimes use the Needler. Oh no! That was the bad. Oh god damn it. Halo 2, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, that is something I can fix. I can fix checkpoints being stupid as fuck. This is actually the, I think this is the only game where Chief actually has pain vocalizations for damage. Did Stacker die? I need my Goshawk. Yeah, he died, but the Goshawk's still there. Fuck off, Beavis and Butthead. Alright, firefight mode, except it's only Jackal snipers. Asterisk, this is not representative of the final product. I will absolutely not have 20 Jackal snipers respawning for 5 fucking minutes behind you.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna yank this fucking respawn Jackal sniper script out of the game.
No, this is great. Good for me.
Instantly. That's gonna be the first thing I do when I actually get to this mission. Get this shit out of here. Oop. And there we go. I actually have some form of fall damage here. But it's more like, it's more accurate to call it environmental collision damage. Like, it's only if you've dropped from a really sharp and high height that you actually take damage like that. Otherwise, it's pretty similar to Halo 2, which is like almost no fall damage. You know, I'd really love if Halo 2 gave me a checkpoint and stopped twisting my balls. Still have not gotten a single checkpoint since I came out of the tunnel. Wait. He just got poked by a Jackal sniper. No, not again!
Take it to him, guys. Come on.
Yep, this is a mod, Lions. Somehow that counted as a splatter. Don't kill the sergeant. Oh, he killed the Goshawk. But at least I have a health pack. Beam Rifle Elites in Halo's campaign. Does Chief fight them? I'm not sure if there are Beam Rifle Elites who fight as Chief, but there are Beam Rifle Elite allies for Arbiter. Yes, I can give Jackals carbines. they kill the warthog again? Okay, it's still alive. In we go, campers. Is Rocket Dude dead?
I'm on the turret.
That turret? Okay, you do you.
Sure you want to give this up, man? We did it, muchachos!
I'm gonna be real deliberate that I get a checkpoint here. The fucked up thing is there is a checkpoint in the transition between this section and the next. The game just thinks I'm not in a safe enough state to be able to give it to me. And then it's just, after 8 seconds, it's just like, does he really need this checkpoint? I don't know. Let's take it away. Let's disable that. You ran out of time to get that checkpoint. Give me my checkpoint, motherfucker.
The merrier, sir.
Incoming.
I cannot.
Now you're on my good side.
Hey,
Nope, I have not, Alistair. Stop poking my Marines.
Go, coming in.
Got some trouble, boys.
Got the goal.
I like that this person still has the plasma cannon. Hold on, let me just stop and get a checkpoint. Come on, Halo 2. Derp, 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 derp. Thank you. Stupid game. Thank you, Zion Unbind, for the 20 bucks. They all have a nozzle where the machine gun would be. Well, if they do, then yeah, it's just a matter of making the projectile come out of the right place. That would make it easier for
There are a
me.
number of Marines trapped in that building. Concentrate on the raid.
I want to expand on this battle so greatly. I want to add shadows, I want to add more ghosts, maybe some more infantry. I don't want to commit to anything just yet, little dude, but that would be nice. I want to have it so you complete the section by destroying the Phantom as well. Give you that juicy explosion. Or have the reinforcement Pelicans come in and destroy the Phantom for you if you don't do it in time. There they are. Yeah, Halo 2's encounters are tiny compared to CE. It's because I had to limit the AI on screen because the greater graphical fidelity compared to CE. That's partly why Halo 2 spawns in so many AI, respawns AI over time rather than having them all out on the field at once like in CE. Thank you for stopping by, Red Spike.
When I asked for reinforcements, I didn't think they'd send a Spartan.
It's a Magnum magazine. I don't know if Vidam did this, but in addition to like the side turrets, I want to make the front and back like turrets active as well. So this functions more as an actual boss fight, and the Scarab actually fights back.
I don't think it's stopping. Fix our handicap.
I also need to move this radio tower here so it doesn't occasionally splatter banks here.
Time to kill off the scarab.
Infinite flashlight gang, let's go! How goes the testing? Smoothly, Sapphire. Thank you, Red Spike. I'll drink it in your honor. Yeah, that's a real missed opportunity that the Scarab doesn't actually have any guns firing at you in this part. That would have been fun. Thank you, Ready or Not. Jackal Shield able to parry a sword. What is this, Dark Souls? By the way, if you're wondering, yeah, the heavy weapon melee behaves the same way as in CER. It sends weaker enemies flying. Ah! Flew too close to the sun. I really need to give a checkpoint in the middle of the Scarab fight because it's really aggravating getting sent back here. Nope, CE Rebalance still works. Even if it gets broken, I just need to recompile and then re-upload it. Oh yeah, the subtitles don't work because they overhauled how the subtitles are handled for every game. I still don't know how to make custom subtitles for that system though. So it's unfortunate that my work making subtitles for all the custom and splice dialogue went to waste. Mod tools are a game changer for Halo 2 in particular because you weren't able to change the map file size at all for Halo 2 before the mod tools, which really limited the stuff you could change or add for Halo 2. Knee shot. I wish I had a plasma nade right now. I want to hit something with the rocket launcher. I want to whack something. There we go. Ah! Ah!
Can't go any further this way.
Nope. Halo 2 Uncut is full of inspiration. Glad he made that stuff basically open source. I wonder if the GPMG would show up in this cutscene. I think it does, actually. I think I saw that on Uncut. We're gonna see more of the Needler in the next mission, especially.
Roger that. Status.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. I'll vector 2 heavies for Starside intercept.
Bam! Slip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
I need to use a bathroom. I'll be right back.
Green light to engage.
Although I'm kind of scared that hitting my mute key
Punch it.
will
Get us close.
skip the cutscene. I'll just mute my mic. I'll be right back.
Without a destination solution.
We are not losing that ship.
Alright. Anti-cheat incident! I'm calling the police!
How much further must we heft this baggage?
Arbiter, put some clothes on!
We are the arm of the prophets, Arbiter, and you are the blade. Be silent and swift, and we shall quell this heresy without incident. The storm has masked our approach, and it should have their local battle net in disarray.
Now, Specky-Oppy time.
Element of surprise for now.
Made the Spec Ops grunts able to use a plasma pistol overcharge, although I'm planning to have them armed with needlers by default, just like in CE.
Engage active camouflage. Reveal yourselves.
Oh, what if I made the co-op player for the Arbiter missions Naked Arbiter? That would be some excellent eye candy for the primary player. Also, you might have noticed the health bar is different for the Arbiter. I was just experimenting there. It's like the Chief's health bar. It's hopefully a placeholder. I want to get custom HUD assets. Sadly, beyond this point, we don't have any more power-ups or health packs. But if you're wondering how active camo works on top of Arbiter's normal camo, it's really pretty much exactly as you would expect. If you pick up active camo as the Arbiter, it lasts the same amount of time, works exactly the same as Chief. But if you activate your own camo on top of that, then by the time your own camo runs out, it'll deactivate the power-up active camo as well. So, yeah, pretty much works exactly as you would expect. So for the carbine, it does more damage to shields than the plasma rifle, but or than the battle rifle, but it's harder to use in that its projectiles are slower, and you need to lead your shots more. It can be used to single-handedly take down elites. We'll see how it's fine-tuned on the stream as we go. I increased its accuracy though, so your shot, since it's you have to rely a lot more on shot leading. I increased its accuracy so that your lead shots are actually reliable. So I'm primarily gonna primarily test the needler and the carbine for this level. You have to gather up, just like CE Rebalanced, I made you have to gather up more needler ammo per enemy, but more needler ammo, elites do carry more needler ammo. Did the grunt deploy the plasma turret up here? Oh, no. It's gone. Wanted to maybe give it to one of my elites. What was the issue with the health packs? I only put them in the first few missions so far, just to test them out. But the problem is that health refills on every checkpoint. But I do have some hope of resolving that eventually. So yeah, the amount of player health at the moment doesn't really function. The difficulty of the game doesn't really function as I would like when your health regens every checkpoint. It only really works when you have those health packs and they don't regen. That's unfortunate, but hopefully I can fix it soon, eventually. Thank you, Sound Monkey.
Sentinels, the holy warriors of the sacred rings. Why have they sided with these heretics? They shall not see me coming.
Energy you produce cost for the sword is the same as vanilla. When I get to the AI rebalancing, I of course need to make sure the Spec Ops aren't killing you with their own plasma nades. Can you not see? I can give Arbiter a flashlight, but then I can't change the button it uses, though. So every time you use a flashlight, you would activate your camo. Hey, there's the overcharge from the front. Let me get my other elite, this beam rifle. Oops. Dual needlers don't have inherent accuracy debuff? Yeah. Or no? Yes? Single wielding uses single wield accuracy, yeah. That's decided to use single wield accuracy for needler. Single fire when dual wielded. I think it allows it to pair up better with other weapons when you have that. Which is the whole appeal of dual wielding. I want to let these guys deploy their plasma cannons so I can give them to the elites. Hopefully.
More heretics in the passage below us.
Alright. No, they still both have beam rifles. And my third one died. Because he got stuck by an ally. Because they do that. No, 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 no! Oh my god, the tragedy. That was gruesome. Yeah, the Spec Ops could always do that. Let me use the plasma cannon for this hallway. I don't know yet, Alistair. No, not sure yet. Give the Arbiter a flashlight power up. Nice power up, bro. I probably need to increase carbine damage versus player shields. Hold on, let me check how much damage they're doing. I feel like they should be doing more damage than that. Where? Here we are. Let me check how much damage the Heretic Carbine is doing. Once again, I'm just using assembly here for testing purposes, because Gorilla cannot poke stuff in MCC. I gave a bunch of AI their own unique weapons properties. Oh wait, they don't have their own firing patterns. All the firing patterns, most of the firing patterns are still governed in the generic. Let's see, it should be 50% for AI damage. Yep. Okay, I think I'll just increase Carbine. Increase the Carbine's damage versus player shields, because I actually gave the player unique materials here, so I can fine tune the weapon damage precisely versus the player. Okay, let's see. Plasma Fast versus Energy Shield Thin for Chief and Arby. Yeah, it's doing about that amount of damage versus player shields. I can't touch this though, because this is also used by the beam rifle at the moment. We'll just keep going. Won't stress about that too much. That's tag dust, not what I need to be. Trying to wait for it to stop lagging. Why is it lagging in OBS? Oh, it's lagging for me too. Stop it! This is the perils of playing the game in windowed mode. Takes a second to wake back up. There we go. Yeah, Carbine AI are definitely doing way too little damage to me at the moment. Game freeze. Halo 2 Anniversary has stuttering in its graphics? No, I don't think so, lol, dude. There's plenty on offer here with the sandbox. I mean, Bungie went out of their way to include the Carbine to be a Covenant precision weapon that you could still have access to. Ah, stop freezing. Very dramatic headshot here. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. Jesus Christ, MCC. Did you kick the bucket? Oh, okay. It's taking a minute to get your bearings. Nice. Shall we keep moving our... Time freeze, yeah. Chaos control. Yeah, here we go. We got another one. This is a feature, not a bug. Now the sounds are cutting out because MCC is having a moment. Oh yeah. Every checkpoint freezes the game, gives you time to do your taxes. Man, alt-tabbing out of the game was a big mistake. This windowed game did not take it well at all. Can't wait to get to the Banshee, though. It's really fun to use with its CER weapon properties. God damn it, stop. There's some issue that does not instantly kill the Sentinels when super combined. The Sentinel beam is pretty straightforward. It has increased damage, but otherwise it's pretty similar to vanilla. Ack! Biggest danger was to myself. Yeah, I don't know what I did that caused the Sentinels to not die from a super combine. If I do implement those cut Sentinel weapons, they'll probably be Easter egg weapons, because that's too many Sentinel weapons to have in just 2 levels. Good lord. Ah, God, MCC. Fuck! This is as painful for me as it is for you. Quick, someone call tech support. Can I get a checkpoint, please? I don't know why the carbine guys aren't doing as much damage as they should be. I feel like in my pre-playtests, the damage there was fine. Brute pike, usable brute pike would be cool. MCZ.
Silence.
MCC, please. Derp, derp, derp.
I'm sending one of our bandits to support you.
Okay, Banshee. It's a lot weightier, like in CE. Oh god, I want to transform this entire section to not only to allow more than 2 enemy Banshees at a time, make it an actual dogfight. There's a custom HUD element to represent the cooldown of the Banshee bomb.
The heretics have weapon emplacements all over the facility, Arbiter. We'll take them out one by one until we find the heretic leader.
No, this is just my computer shitting the bed. This is why it's stuttering. I'm too much of a pleb. This version would be so fun if the game allowed you to fight more than 2 enemy Banshees at a time. You can hover with the Banshee, by the way, by holding back. Halo 2 does have a hard cap on the amount of enemies that can spawn, regardless of how many you set to spawn in Sapien. The game scripts a hard limit to the amount of AI, but I can change that. Heretic Phantoms, that needs a custom model, which is outside of my control. That would be fun though. Ow! My face! Friendly Banshees would be cool. I'm not sure if that would make any story sense, because you don't see any Banshees with 3 Phantoms that came to this facility in the first cutscene. Maybe. Oh yeah, fighting Sentinels here would be good too. That would probably be fun in the Banshee. Having those emitters on the sides of the walls.
We must keep searching.
Oh yeah, I will definitely add friendly Banshees on the assault on the control room in the final level. That's something I did in the previous versions. I replaced half of the infinitely respawning Banshees with the friendly versions, so you have them backing you up. The real magic of Halo 2 is gonna shine once we get to the mission changes, because holy shit, Halo 2 has so much room to grow. It was so limited by the development hell and the restrictions of the Xbox. That shouldn't be too hard, little dude. I think that would probably just be a matter of making their melee do a certain amount of indirect rider damage. if Halo 2's engine even supports that, but I'm pretty sure it does.
All heretic forces have been eliminated. Moving on. We track the heretic leaders to this part of the station. Clear that landing zone and get inside.
Yeah, my goal here is to make this part more fun so you don't want to skip it. Okay, now the flood. This is actually probably gonna not be very exciting because making this part fun with the flood involves not making them all unshielded. Because otherwise it's just a one-shot hit carbine fest for the elevator section, but we'll see. Hey, Hokey. Yeah, I really, really like this Banshee. I think it's gonna feel real good to use, especially when I expand on the dogfight part of this section and really flesh out the enemy roster here and the excitement. Imagine if I restored the gas bag things and then I made them kind of like the engineers in CE Rebalanced, and I made them like floating red barrels basically, just blow up everything around them. New ranks of enemies? Yes, but we're not going to see that here. I've yet to get to that part. Blood Elite ranks? Yes, I want to do that. I think that'll only be as complicated as... that'll only be as hard to implement as it is hard to make the armor shaders for the Elite Flood customizable. It's just a matter of making blue, red, and white variants and gold variants, like I did with CER. If you could make one impossible change, what would it be? Get the fuck rid of the checkpoint health regen. It's currently outside of my abilities, and that's my #1 wish right now, because the regenning health makes it really hard to get a feel for the difficulty balancing. MCC, you having bad gas or some shit? It'll load up eventually. Did Sergeant Stacker make I think he did, but did he make Heretic Flood Elite versions in his mod? I have no idea what they were thinking with the shielded flood carrier with the jackal shield on their face. Don't know what they were going for with that. Probably a placeholder for some different idea they had, maybe. I haven't touched the holograms yet, so the boss fight here will still be the same. God, NCC is struggling right now. MCC struggles loading up Halo 2 missions in general. Sometimes it just stays on full forever. Thank you, Harrington. Please, for the love of God, let me play the game. Don't make me task manager your ass. It's not a stream of mine unless we have some weird technical hiccups because of my potato CPU. The music keeps cutting out, which is like giving me hope that it's gonna do something. I don't actually know a lot of... Okay, let me just restart the game. Ah, Jesus. My computer is not in a good state today. Struggling to load things up. Yeah, I'm trying to restart. The task manager is taking 10 years to open up. Thank you, Remedy. Watch it load to the mission right as I get Task Manager open. Hold power for 10 seconds. I'm taking you all with me. The MCC menu music is like purgatory to me. This is the music you will hear when you're in the white nothingness. I am losing my patience, not gonna lie. Where is your god now when Task Manager won't even open? Task Manager! Ugh, peak streaming content right here. I did Alt F4. MCC is stubborn. Doesn't want to die. It's holding on for dear life. You guys are seeing, well, firsthand what I'm struggling with here. I don't understand why Task Manager is struggling so much. Here, honestly, let me just close assembly. Probably not helping anything. I love how the music just keeps cutting out and restarting. Don't do computers, kids. Get the fuck out of here, assembly. Oh, was it assembly that was causing all my problems? Was that it? Is everything smooth and hunky-dory now? I can't tell what is the right Master Chief Collection. I have two of them on here. One of them is Gorilla and one of them is actually MCC. Alright, I'm nuking it. Launching the nukes. Hey, there we go. Alright. Reboot. Let's reboot the mainframe. Get the fuck out of here, Task Manager. Stop freezing. I'm playing MCC with Easy Anti-Cheat enabled while playing mods. Thank you, Stant. Good night. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen any bots here today. You guys want to play some Among Us? Halo 4 does not even have mod tools yet. App running? Bitch, no it isn't. Dare you to tell me that again. Sonic 06. That's actually Project 06 right there. Oh, Blackie.exe. That's like a black screen thing for when I'm running windowed games and I want to be immersed. Games that can't go full screen. I really hope Steam recognizes that the game is actually closed. Sometimes it doesn't like it when I close it with the task manager. Emulated Pokemon games? I have the DS emulator up here. I don't know where my GBA emulator is, though. But, I prefer to actually play real copies of Pokemon games. Open the game! Download a car? I'd have to download some money first before I could download a car. I don't give a fuck about Steam Cloud. I think it's because OBS is taking up all of my computer's resources at the moment. And it's having trouble reallocating shit. Hey, Minnick. Thank you. Glad you had fun. Steam, I'm gonna slap your ass. I don't think it's an HDD issue, this is. I think it's just my CPU is overloaded. According to Steam, Master Chief Collection is running. Skill issue, yeah. I just need to work on my aim. It is running, but I would love to know where. Nowhere. Nope. You're lying. I think Steam, this is one of those issues where Steam can, like, perpetually thinks the game is running because I task manager it to death. But now if I close Steam, it's like a stupid bug with Steam where if I close Steam now, then it'll perpetually be stuck in the background. Hey, I think I'm able to open it now. I mean, now I'm gonna run it without anti-cheat. Oh yeah, I need to update Among Us. That's why. That's why I'm having these issues. Update. I need to update the Among. Says it's running. I'll believe it when I see it. I fear I may be in a state where I have to do a total restart of my computer because Steam gets broken when you close games with Task Manager. Yeah, I have. Okay, if I have to restart Steam because it's not opening the game. But if Steam does not reopen, which I think it will not, if Steam doesn't reopen, then I'm going to have to call it quits here. The pain of having a painfully mid CPU. It's like my computer has like this issue where like if it gets really hung up, and slow, trying like hogging up on CPU power, then it's like impossible to recover that CPU power past that point. Like it just doesn't know how to reallocate that power once the CPU hogs are actually gone. The only way to fix it is a restart. Now Steam is resisting hard being closed. Alright, close. Wonder if it won't close before the modules are closed as well. Close Gorilla. Blow on it. Waiting for modules to shut down? Nah, fuck that. It doesn't deserve to be asked nicely. Now Gorilla's resisting being shut down. Why does everything have to be such a little bitch? When I hit that red X icon, it just goes into meltdown mode. Okay, Steam should be closed. Reopen it. I suspect it's probably going to get stuck in the background because this always happens. Alright, now Gorilla's closed. All on you, Steam. You can do it. Let me open Task Manager to see where it actually is. Oh, it's opening. I see something on my taskbar. Alright. It is allegedly opening. We'll see if it actually opens, though. It's fake updating. I don't know why Task Manager is being such a drama queen, though. Riveting stream content. I don't know why this happens, to be honest. It feels like my computer just like leaks memory when it freezes. And it just cannot handle recovering from a freeze. Hey, what the fuck is up with you, Steam? Why are you doing this? It's flooding. Verifying installation. That's progress, I guess. Man, I would love to play some video games today. Everyone give offerings to the Gaben. Man, this must be a really chunky update. Steam, huh? Hey there, Chandler. Thank you. Sorry, I had to step in at such an intense moment. 2004 era Steam? Steam in 2004. Man, I should open we should open MS Paint and make some funny doodles while we wait on this. I can't get the MCC menu music out of my head now. That's just my idle theme. If I were to try to open Paint, that would probably just freeze too. My computer's probably dead in the water right now. It needs a restart. Because once it gets going with its freezing, it's like nothing will stop it. Hey, V-Rex. Space pinball. Let me go install Bonzi Buddy. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna call it quits there for today. This is a clown show right now, this computer is. And I have to get things all fresh and restarted. I'm getting tired anyway, so we'll come back tomorrow and pick up from Oracle to do the rest of the game. Thank you for everybody who did super chats, by the way. Really appreciate that. We'll pick this back up tomorrow. How about that? Hope you'll join me for then. I'll peace you out for now, and I'm gonna go get some food to eat.